Le Pen calls for cancellation of authorization for Ukraine to use French weapons to strike Russia.
Here's a summary of the article.
Marine Le Pen, the de facto leader of the French far-right National Rally Party, has promised that if her party comes to power after the second round of parliamentary elections, she will not allow Ukraine to use French long-range weapons to strike Russia. She noted that the only red line with regard to Ukraine is to prevent France from becoming a fighting side in the war through Ukraine's use of French-supplied missiles against targets in Russia. If Emmanuel Macron wants to send troops to Ukraine and the Prime Minister is against it, then there are no troops sent to Ukraine. The Prime Minister has the final say, she said. In turn, Jordan Bardella, the leader of the National Rally, said that if his political force came to power, he would not allow Russia to consume Ukraine. Bardella also stated that he was ready to confront Russia if he became Prime Minister after the early parliamentary elections. The results of the latest two polls in France predict that the right-wing populist National Rally will not win an absolute majority in the National Assembly in the second round of the 7th of July parliamentary elections. The right-wing populist National Rally and its allies won more than 33% of the vote in the first round of early parliamentary elections in France on the 30th of June.
This post received a score of 19,000, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Marine Le Pen, Russia doesn't represent a threat for Europe and will stop after conquering Ukraine. Also Marine Le Pen, we shouldn't allow Ukrainians to fight using French artillery, because Putin might attack us. ?
It's the same logic people used before World War II. They are actively trying to believe that Putin isn't a problem because they don't like what happens when we deal with it. Also the same issue with climate change. Easier to pretend nothing's wrong.
How is that remotely in France's interest?
They are financed by Putin. So they say what Putin wants.
Note that they refers to Le Pen and her party, not France.
Well, looking at the polls, soon France will be on the Putin payroll.
Hard to tell at this moment. But the high voter turnout mixed with the number of parties pulling out of races to start building an anti-Le Pen coalition leads me to believe that the far right is going to fall short.
It's going to be a brokered parliament, left alliance placed first. Le Pen's losers are third.
How this traitor of a woman is not in jail for taking Russian cash is a testament to our inability as a continent to deal with foreign hybrid aggression.
For the first time since 2013, New Jersey residents are being treated to the city's biggest fireworks celebration this July 4th. The 10,000 free tickets Mayor Eric Adams was offering have all been claimed, but a number of venues from the High Line to Hudson Yards are selling fancy $100 plus tickets to their rooftop parties and viewing points. There are still plenty of places to take in the great views for free, no tickets required.
Back in 2018 in Europe, I was fairly vocal about warning people to stay vigilant about fake news and the rise of far-right domestic terrorism as predicted by the FBI. Guess what? People called me an idiot and fear-mongering because I was bringing American problem to Europe. As if the phenomenon studied and published by the FBI is only unique to America and not spread by the internet.
For the first time since 2013, New Jersey residents are being treated to the city's biggest fireworks celebration this July 4th. The 10,000 free tickets Mayor Eric Adams was offering have all been claimed, but a number of venues from the High Line to Hudson Yards are selling fancy $100 plus tickets to their rooftop parties and viewing points. There are still plenty of places to take in the great views for free, no tickets required.
Back in 2012, I stopped using Facebook and Twitter because I felt like it was driving people a bit insane. My friends kept looking at me like I was some weird hermit living in the woods.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.